There he goes. So his army comes in. I do cancel my Nexus. So, and at the ramp, we're having a battle here. He does go away. I get the group up, pick up this Marauder, get a kill. And once again, invincibility frames on the drop, and the last... At this point, I already assumed that he died, but I was really paying attention, so... At this point, the Marauder lives at 7 HP. And as while I'm doing that, Macht gets his second expansion up and is already mining heavily off it. And he is catching up on mineral and income and worker count. So this is... I am in a very bad situation right now. So I'm going off 4 gateways and building an additional 3, so 7 gateway total. And I'm building nothing off my Stargate. And I build... So I go in, harass as much as I can, get the workers off the gate to distract him, but he is not pulling any units forward back. So once again, he does have a pretty big... This time I do get pot shots off him, but unfortunately nothing became fruitful. I forced him to build more missile turrets, so that's a good thing. Making him waste his minerals, what I wanted to do. So I have 2 High Templars, a bunch of Zealot, and some Stalkers. At this point, I think my unit production is a lot faster because of this. Got my 3 Phoenixes harassed, got some few workers, but not enough to do any good damage. Right now I'm building mass Zealots, 2 more Templars, and I'm losing mineral patches, so I have to get this expansion fast. I already have canceled 1 Nexus, and I do have abundance of mineral, which is probably the time I need to expand. So I build more proton cannons to deal any damage to the units coming in, such as this. So fortunately I don't get it off soon enough. He is expanding his 3rd expansion on the gold minerals. So at this point I am very behind on worker production. And this micro from there, I do get a medevac down. So meanwhile I'm building more Zealots because of the Marauder. So right now I do have a very amount of units. So right now I thought he retreated already, so I'm pushing in. However, I did not see this army coming in from the backside, and I'm forced to cancel another Nexus. And this is very painful for me because I'm very, very behind. So I send in, I cast a few storms, get a good majority of the biomass, and at this point, as you might have to point out, it's a very newbie play by me because I did cast 3 storms in the same area. And this is the first few times I actually started using High Templars, and I was not aware that Psionic Storm does not stack. So I should have fed back the Thor instead of casting that many storms in the same location. So very newbie play. I have learned afterwards. So right here I scout in and I push in. Unfortunately, catch this off guard, and I do get this. I'm shooting that command center. Walk and shoot, walk and shoot. And I get it. So 400 minerals down. This was a very big point for me. And Macht here is building 2 bunkers to defend. Right now I do have quite somewhat of a large army. So this time I do storm 3 different locations and get this bunker down, as well as, although at the ramp, this is a very poor micro of me. I accidentally put down 2, lost 2 Templars there, but I did get to save 2, and since they were out of energy, I combined them into Archons. So right now I'm trying to take down as many SCVs as possible, and I did get all of them. So, for some reason, Macht does not have siege mode right now, and he has told me later, but he has pressed the wrong hotkey with the siege tanks and was not able to not able to siege at this moment of time. So that if he had siege mode, it probably may have been a totally different game. Anyways, he's bringing out the SCVs to defend this Thor and repair it while I went on attack. And I retreated because I did not want to lose any more units. So I did get his expansion. He only has one mineral patch mining in his main base. So at this point, I expand to the gold location because I've already been delayed twice, and I actually have no mineral. I have no mining right now, as you can tell. So this gold expansion is the only thing I have. So I'm going to defend it to the best of my abilities. So I'm going to be building cannons as well as 2 more Templars and a few more units. At this point, I do have another expansion up in my natural to increase production. So I send my Phoenix out to scout once again. I could have picked up this Marauder, but I was not paying attention. I believe I was just shift-clicking these 3 locations right here, just to make sure that there are no hidden expansions. Right now, the game has turned completely. Macht has no mineral income, and I could have pressed in at this point, but I was a little afraid of his defenses, because Thors do rip holes into a lot of units that I was holding. So I actually wanted to make sure my victory, so I built another Nexus, another 2 expansions to ensure my income victory through economy. So I'm again pushing out to check out any more hidden expansions, which I fortunately do not find any. And right now I'm just macroing up. So I do have a lot of work gates, and I'm building probes from 2 locations to increase my production. I recommend this if anybody runs out of mineral patches, to just rally point on the natural and just pump out as many probes as possible. And the stupid thing I've been doing here is that I have quite a number of probes here. Although there's only 6 mineral patches, so I do not need this many probes. I'm oversaturated at this location, so I should have moved these probes down over here to maximize efficiency on mining. Anyways, there's a planetary fortress built on Macht's natural expansion, and I believe he is fully, almost saturated, but he's not mining off the extra gas. So he's only running off 1 gas and a bunch, almost full on mineral. So at this point, I do have a total upper hand on economy. I have almost twice as amount the workers that he has, although not using it to maximum efficiency. So at this point, I have an upper hand. I should push in, but I don't. I should have scouted a few more times, but a little busy macroing. So I'm building a robotics factory just because I saw Banshees earlier, and I wanted to make sure that I was not caught off guard by Banshee Cloak Harass. Right now, built another Phoenix. 4 Phoenix in total. I wanted to do a little more harass, but decided against it because there are a lot of Thors, and there were a few missile turrets placed here and there. And Phoenix is definitely not the sturdy unit in the game. So right now I'm scouting my Phoenix again. So this is pretty much the reason why I used Phoenix, was to scout and harass, which did its job pretty well. At this point, I built a forge here, and I'm upgrading my weapons level 2, because I do have a very heavy, ground heavy army. I do have a abundance of High Templars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Templars, almost full energy on all of them, and quite a number of Zealots and Stalkers. So I run by, see these with my Phoenix. Macht here does a very risky play of expanding in the gold expansion without defending it, I say this was a very huge mistake because my Phoenix does see this expansion.